Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. If you were new here, then hello, I'm Shelly, and I really love books and reading. Now, we have a little trend here on BookTube. We have the trend of doing tags on Tuesday. Tags as in like, tag your it. And you're it. When you are tagged, you are often tagged to answer a bunch of questions, typically bookish questions, things that relate to our bookish community. But instead of Tag Tuesday, people were doing dun 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 Bag Tuesday, Bag Tuesday, which I feel kind of not nervous, but nerdy about. I was going to film at the end of the school year, so of this past school year back in June. I was going to film what I carry in my bag every day because this is my work bag, and then I didn't, and it sat there, my bag sat there for 8 weeks, and then I started to work again. I am sometimes not the most organized person, and it is coming out right now, so refrain from judgment. This is a safe space. This is a safe space, including for me. And so what ended up happening was that I just started working again, and I didn't even clean out my bag. I just forgot about my bag, and now it's my daily bag, and I have no idea what's in here. So we're gonna go through it today. I did put my computer back in the bag because it was out, just to give the full effect. So here is my bag. It is it's a Petunia pickle bottom bag. It was and is intended to be a diaper bag. It has flaps and stuff, you're seeing, medicine, things like that. It has flaps and pockets, but what's nice about it is that it's all wipeable because it's supposed to be a diaper bag. However, it doesn't look like a diaper bag, and because of its narrow shape, it's like tall and rather narrow, and it's a backpack. If you couldn't tell, it's a backpack. Because of its shape, it fits my computer really well. And as I have worked in as I've worked in schools, my computer tends to be the most important thing for me to carry back and forth. But yeah, I have so much stuff in here. Actually, we're gonna discover what I have in here together because I don't really know. I really don't. So you open this flap up, and actually one can keep something inside this mesh pocket. But I haven't done that. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Oh, y'all are gonna get some craziness in here. Okay, I have said computer. This is it's a MacBook. It's a MacBook Pro. It's large. I wish I had the smaller screen for my MacBook. I wish I had the smaller screen because I felt like it was just so much easier to get in and out. But this puppy has more memory in it, and it has a faster processing system. So when it comes to editing videos and pictures and having a lot of things going at one time, this is so much better. I have had to have this. I don't like this size because I think the screen of the MacBook Pro, I think this might be an 18-inch. The screen on it, I think, is a little more delicate. On my other smaller, I think 12-inch, 11-inch, it's like small, on my small MacBook. This is probably not helpful because I'm using vague measurements, but my MacBook, that's probably like a quarter bit smaller in size. The screen always held up really well, and it just felt very durable. This one, the screen, I have cracked it once, and I don't even know if I cracked it or what I think happened is that the screen got closed on a cord, and that just cracked the screen. So I've had this repaired once, and I feel like the screen is going out again. But I'm praying that that's not happening. That's not going to happen, and that won't happen, and that it will just remain good as gold until, you know, until I've used it for several more years. I've had it for a couple of years now. I'm trying to put it down and I'm just getting closer and closer to the camera. I've had it several years now, and I love my computer. I love the Apple system. I'm an Apple girly. I wasn't for a long time, but I love how well each product talks with one another and how easy it is to set up for it to talk to one another. And for that ease of use, it makes it very worth it for me. All right, and then also with the computer, I have my cord, which sometimes I forget, and then I'm in for a tough day. I mean, who am I kidding? I have a computer, I have a backup computer, I have an iPad, I have my phone, I have all these things in my room. On to my apothecary. So I have these pockets, these front bits here, and I keep medication in one of the pockets. It's one of the things, I don't want to show it. It's something that I take every day. And then I also have, this year I was like, I don't want to have a moment in which I am futzing with my hair. Like where I'm having a hair day in which I'm just constantly like pushing it around and moving it around, and it ends up being like an aggravating part of my day. And so one of the fixes, usually that happens when I have dirty hair. Y'all are getting like the inside scoop about me. So when I have dirty hair, I just need like some hairspray or dry shampoo or bobby pins or something to get it out of my face. And so I do have a bottle of dry shampoo in my bag because this will save the day. And then I also have, I have a little pill case. Sometimes my allergies really act up, and so I take medicine for that. And sometimes I get really, really, really bad headaches. Though I have found, not a doctor, but so, you know, take this as just a personal anecdote of what's worked for me. But since I've cut out refined sugar for the most part in my diet, I suffer from far less headaches. But I have a little bag of medicine, aspirin, Tylenol, things like that, and then I have a little medicine case as well. I used to be one of those people who was very simple. I used to be one of those people whose bag was very simple. I mean, even when I was a young mother, I would live my life in which I would have to rely on the kindness of others to get me to provide Tylenol and aspirin or an extra bobby pin, or I mean just all that kind of stuff. And so I just have learned over the years that I don't want to be that person anymore. Actually, in the last couple of years, I was like, I don't want to be that person anymore. Like I want to have the things that I need that I know will bug me if I don't have it. And so having a few items to make sure that my hair is zhuzhed, that my headaches are vanished, that like I'm feeling at least a base level of okay, and I have the necessary items in order to do that. Oh, along those lines, I also have some floss. I have a handkerchief because I had a cold this week. That needs to get washed. No judgment, y'all. And then I also have a little packet of instant coffee. Again, emergency coffee in case I didn't drink my coffee that morning, and then I won't be a vicious monster the rest of the day. Oh, I have my sunglasses. These sunglasses. I love them because they have this design. Because they have this design on the side, and it makes me feel very fashionable. Isn't that great? Okay, now we're getting into the nutty stuff. I mean, some of it is nutty. Okay, right here I have a box of spaghetti because we were doing a science experiment. I think I need it again on Monday, so it's got to stay in my bag. But I have a box of spaghetti. If you think that this is like a parody video and I'm only doing it because I'm on camera, no, there is like straight up a box of spaghetti in my bag. I also have some string also for said experiment. This probably is a wonderful representation of my brain. Just how, I mean, I know how everything I need to do gets done eventually, but sometimes this is how it is. You would think that it would be nicely wrapped up, but no. More instant coffee for said emergency or potential emergency. We got a sample of BioTrue, which is for like itchy eyes, and then I just put this whole thing in my bag. So I'm gonna unbox it and put it in my beauty items. I like the bottle. I like the design of this bottle. I don't know, there's just something about it. Simple, I like it. I keep my extra makeup in this Rowan bag. I have some Rowan makeup. So my eye drops are gonna go in there. And what else I have in here? Else do I have in here? I have some mineral sunscreen in this powder, and then 4 lip products. So I have Le Beige from L'Oreal, I think. Yeah, L'Oreal Color Riche Le Beige. Elf lip gloss, Burt's Bees tinted lip mask, tinted lip balm. I like the tube of this. Kind of an old lipstick. Charlotte, which I've almost used up. Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk. I really love this packaging. I just think it's very beautiful. So that's what goes in my makeup bag. Actually, I need some lip balm right now. I'm being honest with you. I have some wipes because I'm also a mother, and so sticky hands are a thing in my household. So I always try and keep some wet wipes on hand. Again, it was a sample that we got from somewhere, and I just stuck them in my bag. I have my wallet. This was a gift from Ted years ago, and more recently I've made the decision to only carry a work bag and not an additional purse or crossbody bag or a smaller bag. And so I've just put my personal stuff in this wallet, you know, credit cards and ID and things like that. And so I can just toss this into my bag, and then if I were to go to the store after work or something like that, I grab this, my keys, my phone, and you know, then it's pretty easy to keep track of. And I like that it's large and easy to see. I guess since we're talking about it, this is the Louis Vuitton Sarah wallet, but I'm not sure. It's just I don't know, but it is Louis Vuitton. I was looking for this. This is the tag that's supposed to be on my car. But I, of course, didn't remember that I put it in my bag. I have a notebook. What do I have my notebook for? I have a notebook that's just for, random note taking. I use this for a lot of different things, not just work. Ooh, this book. I have a book just in case I need to read, you know, in case like I have a few minutes in my wildly busy schedule to read. And it's Anne Morrow this is Anne Morrow Lindbergh, Gift from the Sea. I did start it and I really enjoyed it. Oh, I'm at page 55. I had no idea, but yeah, I really quite enjoyed what I read of it, and it just lives in my bag for whenever I have a free moment, or if I honestly do find myself having some downtime. Something else I thought I threw away, probably good that I did this, it's a receipt for credit. It's like how much credit I have at my bookstore, my local bookstore. And I think if I don't have that slip, they don't have digital copies, they just make you keep a physical slip, which is kind of wild. The other bookstore that I often trade with, that I give them books for credit. And the way it works at my bookstores is that they give you credit, and then whenever you buy a book, you can only use your credit for half the cost of the book you are about to purchase, and the other half you have to pay yourself. So that's how it has always worked, but it's almost like getting a 50% discount on already discounted books. So I don't really mind. A random sock. I'm just gonna move on from that quickly. The other sock to that pair. Those are my socks. I mean, they're not someone else's. Oh, one of my students had made me a little origami heart. This was at the school that I have moved on from. So yeah, he had made me an origami heart. Same student wrote me an apology. And then extra papers. Headphones. Yes, okay, so these were folders from my previous school that I had printed out. They were like something that I could make copies of, reading logs, things like that. And I put them in folders, and then I put them in my bag. then I forgot about them, and then I started at a new school. I'm not gonna need this necessarily. So I can take these out and file them for future use. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, well that felt a bit like my Mary Poppins bag. I definitely have everything out now, so I have to clean it up and figure out what I want to do with it. But I like that. That was fun. That was fun. You know, some surprises like the spaghetti and socks. Whew. All right, well that's it. Tell me, what's one of the strangest things you found in one of your bags? I would love to know. Or do you carry a bag? Do you keep a book in your bag? I keep one. I don't know. I have a weird worry. Maybe it's not that weird among us book lovers, but I really do worry that like I will be somewhere and I won't have a book on me. I don't know why I worry about that. I have the Kindle app on my phone, but it's just one of those things that like puts me in a state of panic. Even the thought, I'm like, what if I had a long wait somewhere and I wouldn't have anything to entertain me? Yeah, that's just a strange anxiety of mine. Or not having coffee, like going somewhere and just like dealing with the caffeine headache, because at this point I'm so addicted to caffeine that if I don't have it, I have a caffeine headache, and just having to deal with a caffeine headache and be in absolute misery and an absolute fusspot if I don't have any caffeine, you know, that kind of thing. So anyways, so then I of course keep some instant coffee on me. I don't know. I have lived through hurricanes where there isn't any power, and we have had one of those moments where after the hurricane is settled and we still don't have power, we don't have anything to heat up hot water for coffee, and we didn't have any instant coffee. So I mean, my worries are founded in a reality. I just clearly it's shaped the rest of my life because it's been several years since that hurricane. Okay, well that's it. This is my empty bag. This is what I carry on the daily. I'm gonna hopefully pack it a little bit lighter than what I emptied out in front of you. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye.